Start of day 4. You can't see it. Heading off through the only covered portion of the trail. 7 in the morning. Slept well last night, fairly well. Bunks are harder than the hammock, but started off good. So get an early start. There's the sun coming up over Neels Gap. And here's the gap right here. Right back down. And then sometimes you can't forget to look backwards because there is Blood Mountain that we came down off of yesterday. The beast is behind us. That's the first big challenge, getting to Neels Gap and Blood Mountain. But oh, what a feeling of exhilaration. Sunday morning, great day. I just had the best Sunday morning church service right up here, watching the sunrise and just taking in this view, saying a few prayers and praising the Lord. What an awesome morning. "8:30 in the morning, packed and ready to head to Tree Mountain Shelter. 8.1 for the day, minimum. Probably maximum. There's a nice dry spot, again packed in the rain. So hung from those 2 trees. And then you can see the Blue Mountain Shelter back that way. And then the privy is back down there. And first time with the privy. I lucked out at Woody Gap with nice latrines. So it was packed. It clears out quick. My hammock takes a while, so I've been up since 6:30 and it's 8:30, so about 2 hours. I'd like to get it down to an hour, but that included a honey bun and breakfast, so not bad at all. Off to a great day. Unicoi Gap. I had it marked as a bail point, but because of the great mileage yesterday from Low Gap Shelter and actually from Neels, I'm set to make a march towards Top of Georgia Hostel, hopefully tomorrow. And you can see the drop-off point. There are a lot of shuttles. I think a lot of the young kids are taking advantage of this, where I took advantage of Neels. The young bucks are booking it into Hiawassee for overnight. So, sorry about the bouncing, but I'm no good at this. 58 years old, I'm trying to hang out here with some younger ones and keep it going. So, talk to you later. Rocky Mountain, high over Georgia. Rocky Top, you'll always be home sweet home to me. Good old Rocky Top over Georgia. Not the real Rocky Top, but Rocky Mountain. And that was kind of to climb, so I hate to see what Tree Mountain's going to be like, but we got to do it. Not the greatest view today. Foggy, overcast. We're in the mountains, but making it day by day. This is a salute to Grumpy. Man, to go from Neels Gap to Addis Gap with a bum ankle. You the man. My hat's off to you. Wishing you a speedy recovery and hoping the best for you and Gucci girl. Hang in there, man. Leaving Addis Gap after a pretty decent night. Huge thunderstorms rolled through. Big thunderclap overhead. We were in a nice area. Once the rain stopped, stars came out, and I slept until about 1 o'clock. The storm kind of kept you awake until midnight, and so I slept through the last little bit of it, and then got up at 1 o'clock and listened to the rain and did some watching a YouTube and some other things. Just wasn't sleepy. Then went to bed around 1:32, and then listened to coyotes out after the rain. One time I got up and looked out, beautiful stars. So not bad at all. Everything's a little damp this morning, but the temperature's up around 47, 48, so it's all good. Broke camp in about an hour and a half with eating and really taking my time, not rushing. So got this big Kelly Hill climb, and on the way to Dix Creek Gap, 5 miles away, 5.5, and top of Georgia Hostel. So it should be a quick, good day. Nice narrow. Look at the sun. I stopped for an earlier view and interrupted Low Profile's breakfast. Very nice man. He's just trugging it along, and just need to sit and talk for a few minutes. But I didn't film it, and then I came up to this vista, which is probably the last one before I hit top of Georgia. And I've got time, so I took the vista, and I'm glad I did. Beautiful day. It's a long ways down there, but it is beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Sorry about the sun coming in. It would have been better the other way, but that's the east sun that we get every morning. And so hopping over this knob, not bad. Just back there, past a trail maintainer, hiking up the hill carrying an axe. He asked me where was the tree I had just stepped over, how much further back was it? And these trails are so nice. I told him, I'm sorry, I don't know where that tree is. I didn't even notice. I'm in my own brain and coming downhill. And we talked a few minutes, and he talked a little bit about bears and the lack of bears, because he said these hills are covered with people. He said, so the only way you'd see a bear is if it was crossing down to get water to go back up on the ridge. But he said it's pretty amazing. But salute, shout out to all the trail maintainers. What a great job. This trail is well maintained. The trees are chopped. He said they have zero tolerance for fallen trees, and I believe it. So my hat's off to those trail maintainers.